Covering all things LEGO, from Minneapolis to Fiverton and LEGO cities beyond. It's breaking news.
What's up there, LEGO fans, and welcome back to another episode of Breaking News, bringing in the new year. Happy 2024. May it be an amazing year of fantastic LEGO sets all the way through, and let's see if we get 2 or 3 $500 LEGO sets every single month all through the year, because that is the trend that LEGO is setting. And here with me is Jason from Jason's Bricks and 5.
I thought you were like carrying the positivity from last week into this episode, and then I could tell you went kind of low-key rant.
Low-key rant there, but hey, you know what? It popped in my. He gave me a code red.
True.
All right,
It's code red today.
Can we just kind of do a disclaimer? Alex is drinking code red, and everything I say does not necessarily represent breaking news. Never mind. It's all good. It's good. Otherwise, I'm a little tired today, a little loopy. But hey, that creates the best.
What
content.
happens when you tie one on?
Yes, Happy New Year. Oh man. So hopefully everybody's recovering from the craziness. My ears are still ringing a little bit from the holidays, from just the craziness of it all. But here we are, January 2nd now.
Yep.
What a day.
Yep.
What a new year. Happy January on into the cold months for us here in the Northern Hemisphere.
It's been unseasonably warm, so
I guess
fingers
so.
crossed.
I guess so.
It's 50s.
It's
a
not
half ago.
a week and a half ago.
Just saying. Anyway.
Irregardless.
Well, we're not going to do weather report again. We did that once before.
Well, it's breaking news. We got to cover the weather. All right, let's go to Alex for the weather. It's cold. Anyway, all right, man. What's going on?
So let's see. It's our news segment.
A new segment? Oh, it's our news.
I
thought you said it's a new segment. A new segment.
We don't have anything
Can't
new.
do that to me, man. Come on.
Maybe I will.
Oh, yikes.
So this is where we talk about what our collection, our cities, our LEGO. What's going on in Minneapolis?
Do. What is going on with breaking news? Yeah, they have like breaking news. I don't know what's going on, man. I've had a lot of visitors to my LEGO city in the month of December, and it's good. It's fun. Little kids coming in, like, whoa, it's cool. It's been a lot of fun. What's new? So this has been really cool. What's new is that I got a lot of sets that were on backlog built, because I have some nephews in town, and they love building sets. So I was talking to my brother who's visiting from Texas, and I'm like, hey man, how long are you gonna be here? When can we see ya? And I said, do your boys want to build some Lego sets? I have a lot of Lego sets. And he had plans, and he changed the plans so his boys could come over and build sets. So they came over, they built some Speed Champion sets that I had. They built a lot of the land sets that I got, all the new fire rescue sets.
Oh, yeah.
They built all of those for me.
Unpaid child labor.
It was great. They built most of the Creator Viking ship. That's built now.
Oh, did you have that one done?
Yeah. Well, it's done now, but they started building that.
I just remember it in the box over when we filmed. It was always there.
It was there. Yes.
So that was my reference of, you have that now.
Yes, I got that built. But yeah, that's been really nice getting a lot of that.
So what did you do with all the
done.
Speed Champions? Like the Viking, I'm assuming you put in the castle area, but...
It was it a McLaren pack? It was a 2-pack with McLarens in it, and I just put them in the rows.
In the city? Oh.
Well, no, they're not in the city. These are the 8-stud ones, man. They're big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So over on the shelf.
Yeah, on the shelf by the Technic vehicles. There's like a big parking lot full of them.
Yeah.
Those are all the ones that don't fit in the city, so they're all there. Yeah. And they, I got there's some room there for more, but I need that space, because space. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Bingo card, right? Space. Let's see. What was I going to say? The rebuild. Man, the rebuild is now delinquent by like 2 months, because the visitors. I don't want it to be a crazy mess when people come over, because when I'm doing a rebuild and people visit, it's like there's a lot going on. There's stuff all over the floor, because I need space to put all of the stuff that's there, because that's a lot of junk. That's not only the big Lego. There's a lot of big Lego sets in the amusement park, and I got to set them somewhere, usually under the table. But there's a lot of pieces, and they fill up those pick-a-brick cups really quickly. So it's going to be chaos, and so now that I think with the holidays being over, people going back to where they came from, go back to where you came from. I think I can actually start to take that thing apart and rebuild it. I'm really excited to get that done. But yeah, no, I think for the most part. Oh, and I've always been busy with some land reviews. That's been some news. The new space sets. I did that after we did our live stream, which was fun.
We'll talk about this in the news segment.
Okay, yeah.
We'll
But that was fun.
Because there's a few different new things we've got to talk about.
Yeah,
especially space things. But we'll hold on that.
We'll hold on that. Okay, but that's really about it. Nothing too crazy.
Did you get anything good for Christmas?
I didn't get any Christmas sets for Christmas. I gave sets for Christmas. I gave my wife Mindy a Lego set.
She told me you better not give a Lego set. Are you in trouble?
Well, no, she wanted it. I got video of her opening it because I wanted to get her reaction.
You didn't. I've been thinking about this set so much.
Well, what is it?
I was secretly annoyed that
I know you were. Because you were telling me.
I'd stare at you at night and be like, is he gonna do it?
There it is. The last one, right?
Yes.
And she loved it. Because, do you know what I got her?
I'm going to guess you didn't get her a botanical.
No botanicals.
Is it a holiday set?
She's collecting them.
Well, she already
They're
has
gift
the
with
House of the World.
purchases. The houses of the world. But which one?
Number 3?
Number 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she already got.
Thought you already had that.
No, I got 2 of them from the land. I got number 1 and 3 from the land, and then a viewer, I think from Florida, gifted her the number 2, and so I was on the hook for the last one. And I wasn't there was nothing to buy for $250 that I wanted.
Plenty to buy.
Well, there's plenty to buy. Nothing I really wanted to blow that kind of money on. So, chickens, yeah. Well, how many chickens would I have to buy? Was that 10 for 15?
Well, it depends. If you buy them on the Pick-a-Brick online, you can get there pretty fast.
Sure, yeah, that'll get
You
me.
buy like 100 chickens, you can be there.
That's usually where my go-to is if I want something that's a gift with purchase. The Pick-a-Brick, because you can go crazy there. But no, I got her the last one. She's very excited to get it. That's a complete collection for now. Is those 4. So she's she's got that. She'll be able that. Jimmy got a big Minecraft set. Mm-hmm. And he got your Minecraft set, a little Minecraft, so he's hooked up. But me, I don't know.
You didn't get any building toys for Christmas?
No, not
really?
for Christmas. No.
Really?
Well, not Lego toys, but I just got probably one of the coolest things ever, and that is the Bird of Prey.
It was a building toy.
It was a
building
sorry.
toy.
No, you're right. But and it's sitting there. It's so funny. I gotta get these sets built and done. So I'm at the cusp of being able to build that thing. I'm really excited about it because I got these, just this last review I got to do of these fire rescue sets. And then you guys are going to see a Klingon bird of prey for the search.
Do you have somewhere to put it?
No.
Do you have the
No, I'll figure it out.
space?
I'll figure it out, the space for the bird of prey. A Klingon bird of prey. Hold on. What's it? Star Trek 6, when it's cloaked. And Spock is. I can't get into these things, man. But anyway, irregardless, it's a great looking ship. I can't wait to build it. And I do hope. Now this is a completely. I've never built. What's it called? Blue bricks.
Yeah, that was
because I did the Mega Constructs one for the Enterprise, and it has issues. Clearly has issues. It's cool looking, but it has some brick. I don't know, sizing issues that create some. I don't know.
Is it that the bricks, like there's inconsistencies with how they...
There are some
like they don't clutch?
Slight inconsistencies with the tiles,
okay.
And there is some clutch issues with the bridge section. It actually comes undone, and I cannot for the life of me get it set. And I found out other people have the same issue.
Okay. Well, it'll be interesting. You have to let us know if it works.
I will let you know if it works. And I want to do a video on it. It's going to be cool.
That was the thing when I did the fantasy sets that I was most interested in. Like, how does it compare to the Lego? The feel Lego, is a little different.
Lego is the standard, right? That's the standard that we hold everything to. So it's always like, is it Lego quality? And if it's not, how far down? It's not going to be better. I mean, I haven't seen that yet.
Well, it's Star Trek, so it's...
Well, the theme is better. Let's not confuse that. All right. But no, that is pretty cool. It's funny.
I hope it's not crap. But
when I was we'll see. But when I was filming, I was doing my video before I came over here actually of the fire sets, and I had them set up on the desk there. Mm-hmm. And in the corner, as I'm talking and videoing, I can see it in the corner. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be in this video, yeah. It's there in the corner. So people are gonna see like, hey, he's got non-Lego down there.
Maybe we can talk about things being in the corner of videos later too.
Oh. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
no, nothing too crazy. I feel like I keep saying I'm gonna do my rebuild. I'm gonna do my rebuild, but here we are. Alex has still not got it going, but we'll.
You've had other things.
Has some things going
I
on.
don't know
Holidays
what,
are crazy. Work was crazy too. December was rough with work. And your work is crazy for you too in December, isn't it?
Yeah, and January is going to be the worst.
Ooh, sorry about that. The worst, huh? In January.
Yeah,
Ooh,
because all of the, I work with medical insurance and HSA, so all the people starting new plans.
Yes.
So the first 2 weeks are.
That's interesting because that's our volume is people getting their cards and it's
I'm in
post-enrollment
the cards.
volume. Yeah.
So-
That's funny. Hey, look at that. We have something in common with what we do for work.
Wow.
There you go.
We should do another channel where we talk work.
I hate talking about my
I
work.
know,
I
so do
start
I.
falling asleep. Anyway, so nothing too crazy right now. I got some sets built. I don't think I'm gonna do review. It was actually really nice and fun to build Lego sets without the pressure of doing a review on them.
No.
You know, it's like I'm just doing this for fun. And once I built it, like this is really cool, and I put it downstairs in the city or on display. It was really nice to be able to do that. So there you have it, folks. So that is my news, which isn't really crazy, but it is what is going on. So Jason, what's up with you and Fiverton?
Well, as I mentioned, I don't know, was it in the live stream? I mentioned that my city's neglected. It's neglected.
So sad.
I don't know. I might do a reshuffle,
A reshuffle, a rebuild.
a rebuild. I don't know.
Really?
I got to get rid of the train. I got to make some room.
You know what?
My wife,
I think.
she got the friend set, the botanical garden, so she got 2 of them. Because Brick Artisan Kim Plata has the mock.
Yes.
He gifted her the instructions, so I had to get that for her. So
That is nice.
she will be making that somewhere in the city. So I don't know.
Okay.
I'm probably going to take out
Yeah.
maybe a couple plates of the river. I have some
Is
ideas.
Is that an Avengers Tower?
Yeah, I had to move. I've been reallocating stuff, and it just hasn't been put away.
Here's what I recommend. You guys comment down below if you agree with me. I think it's hard to say this, but I do feel like you do need to get the train out of there.
I know.
That will free up so much real estate for you without
But
that
not
pressure.
really.
But no.
Because it's
but-
going to be like, I'll add like 4 things, and then I'll be in the same boat again. And that's where I'm like,
Well, sure, eventually, yeah. But I think what you should do is clean slate it.
I've thought about it.
Clean slate it. Do it, man. I don't know. Do you have too many? I don't know. You don't have too many roads. You could probably take out the road there in the
Well, I
back.
had extras, but I got rid of them.
Where did they go? I wonder.
They got relocated to another
To
city
a
nearby.
really good purpose. That
Like,
tarmac
I'll
is
never
beautiful.
use these.
I know,
Ah,
man.
Anyways,
It's crazy.
No, the issue I have, like most people don't have their big buildings up front. Like I have my big tower there.
Yeah.
And because I have the shelving units behind there,
It can't
you
get
know,
too tall.
I can put it back there, but then I gotta come up with space for Star Wars sets and whatever.
Space.
Yes.
All right. Well.
So
okay.
that is pretty much what's going on with the city.
You got a lot of new sets though. I mean, when you
Well-
combine you and Fiverton Gal together.
I was gonna say for Christmas I got
yeah.
one Lego set.
Wow.
I
A
got
lot of stuff.
the Executor, the MIDI scale Executor.
I was upstairs admiring it. I was like, oh.
Yeah, my son got me that. I got other Lego related things. I mean, I said in the video, I got this hoodie that my wife had made. My daughter had a hat with
everybody
Breaking
wants a
News
breaking
on
news hoodie now. Yeah.
it. And then my wife, she got a couple other, they're non-Lego, but like personalized items.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, I might do a
They're
review
fun.
on them or something. I haven't built them yet, so.
Yeah.
And I feel like I always have a backlog. And
Yes, indeed.
yeah.
Indeedy.
So, as far as, yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
I don't.
Not a lot of news, but that's okay.
I got a
News
couple
day.
fantasy sets that'll be
I
reviewing
know.
soon.
I'm excited about those. Those look pretty darn cool.
I don't know, it'll be interesting because one of them is kind of a modular,
Yeah.
comparable set.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting to see how it compares to a Lego set, right? I know some people don't want that. That's fine, but there are people who put them together, and
Could you build a Lego city with fantasy sets? Do they have cars and roads and things like that?
I don't know that they have a wide enough range I mean, one of the things that's been, not that this is fantasy talk. This is gonna be on your channel, so whatever.
Oh, all right, moving on. Let's move right along. I didn't
The
know
land
that.
is saying time
Time out.
No, the thing that's been interesting, and the sets, because they've offered me a few, and a couple I was like,
Yeah.
But the ones that I've told them I've been interested in have been quite different. Like the computer, Lego doesn't have anything like that 90s computer.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Well, the train station, the
steampunk station.
that was cool looking.
Yeah.
I really wish the track, like, there was more track to it. You can see it going on.
Yeah, and I mean, I understand why they didn't do it. I mean, number one, what's it going to do? A circle?
Well, yeah.
I mean, I
That's
get
what
it.
Lego
I don't
does.
know.
Boring circle.
But
An expansion pack.
well, you'd have to. But the problem is it's an elevated train, so it's not like you could just do a loop on the floor.
I get you.
You'd have to have something else. Anyways, but no, like the gold pieces in there were just super cool, and there's a lot of movement and stuff. So I don't know. It's just cool. Some of the stuff they've sent. So some of the ones I have got now are more in line with some of the Lego stuff.
Yes,
so
definitely.
It'll be interesting to see how those compare, as opposed to those. But
Yes.
yeah, so we've got that, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's it.
That's it, guys. So thanks for watching, and we hope
Oh,
you
I
guys
got a
enjoyed.
Z-Blob.
You got a what?
Z-Blob. Back there, Z-Blob. See the little stuffed animal?
Oh, I did not see
So
that.
I'll tell you a quick story about
Like,
Z-Blob.
What are you talking about?
So I went to the Lego store for A-Fall Day.
You don't say.
Yes, I know. I went for A-Fall Day, and they had a little raffle where they're giving away like some of the gift with purchases and poly bags that they had left. And if you rolled a certain thing, you could pick it. And all these people were taking different things. No one took that.
No one wanted that.
And the guy at the Lego store said, "Here, take this."
Wow.
I'm like, "Fine, I'll give it to my niece or nephew." He's like, "No, that's worth money." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "They gave like 5 to each store."
That's
Sure
it.
enough, I looked it up. It's like 80 or 100 bucks on eBay.
No kidding.
It's listing for.
Watch it suddenly
Like, okay,
disappear.
Z-Bob.
Stuff it in my shirt.
Well, I know where to.
That's cool.
I know where to find a
Yeah.
llama in a tube.
Oh, you're not wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that worth anything? Have you looked that up?
I haven't seen that one, but I've seen others are selling like 300 bucks.
$300.
I bet your thing will be worth a lot of money.
Wait, just for the llama though, right?
They've got, it's not the tube thing you have that's limited. It's
Yeah.
some other promotional llama build. It
Oh,
looks
okay.
similar, but those are going for big money. So
There you go.
yours could be, like they have
Rare
those
and
sets. Like
valuable.
there's a set that they gave out. They made like 500 of them, so similar. It's an Indiana Jones Star Wars crossover.
Oh,
One side has Harrison or Han. They're
Han
both
Solo.
Harrison Ford. One is Han Solo and the other is Indiana Jones. And
That's
you spin
cool. Ah,
it, and so
funny.
you can see it.
Yeah.
That sucker sells for like $3,000
$3,000.
if you can find it.
If you
So,
can even find one.
you know,
Wow.
So who knows? Maybe your llama's worth a pretty penny.
Time will tell.
I don't know.
Anyway, it's gonna look in there and spit at me for now.
If you see number 300 for sale, you know who's selling it.
I like that I got a nice round number.
Yeah, but it's easy to be ratted out.
Yes, you're not wrong there.
And that's
yeah.
why I wonder.
Okay, wait
That's
a
the
minute.
biggest reason I wonder if no one sold it. Like maybe they're worried Lego's tracking them. Like, okay, Noons has 300.
You know,
So and so has.
there's nothing. They don't say anything about those kind of sets because they're not required to do any kind of review or report on those.
Yeah.
They're just gifts, and they give you a letter saying that, hey, this is a gift. If you want to share it on social media, that would be great. Just be sure to include these hashtags, blah, blah, blah. Don't do this or this or this. Okay, I'm like, whatever. So I don't have to do any kind of video on them. It's just a gift.
Yeah.
But I do a video anyway because I think it was pretty cool. I'm like, no, it's a Fortnite box. It's kind of cool, a little different. Why not? And so I could sell that probably, and there's probably nothing wrong with it.
Doesn't have a not for resale sticker on it. Like
That's
the sets
yeah,
they
you're
do.
right. Yeah, and there's been sets like that. Like last year, I got those 2 friend sets, and that came in that big, box for some reason. I'm like, why did I get this? But they had pretty cool friend sets inside of them, but there was no sticker on them, not for sale.
They
And
knew they didn't have to worry.
yeah, with those ones, you're fine. I gave those to some girls for Christmas. Hopefully somebody had. Oh, that's right. Hopefully they had a good Christmas because I gave a bunch of my land sets to what's it called? The
Like
Sub for Santa. That's what it was. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I got rid of a lot of sets, and for a good cause too, which is nice. So hopefully it was a good Christmas for those boys and girls. But irregardless, the Fortnite one came with the that dream set, the ship.
the shark ship.
Yeah, so that doesn't have a sticker on it either. But I'm like, I'm not going to use it. So I gave that to my nieces, my nephews that were in town from Texas, and they were building that Christmas evening. So I was over there.
Nice.
It's like, here you go, and they were like, man, they just go right to it. They just start building it. I was like, man, you guys are just go right into it. And they were building it that entire night.
Like you were any different
No, I wasn't.
when you were a kid, not now.
Dude,
now it's like, oh,
I
put
got
it in the
something to tell
backlog.
you. So here we go.
Oh, good. This is the place to tell.
I got a story. So my dad for Christmas gave each of us kids a really cool gift. He went back and he was able to find some sort of machine, device or whatever that would convert old camcorder videos and put them on, digitize them basically. So he has 52 hours of home video from 1980, 81, I think, till about 2005 or thereabouts, and compile them all on a single flash drive. And I got home that evening, this was Christmas Eve, and I put it on my computer, and I was up late just watching these. Like, it was so cool.
If it's 52 hours, you would have been.
Well, I was skipping a lot, right? I was skipping through and trying to find, like, Christmases of what did I get for Christmas. And you remember the Coastal Rescue Base?
Yes.
Yeah, I got that on 1990, Christmas of
really?
1990. Yeah, that's when I got that. I think I got the space shuttle. Oh, no, I think it was 91. The space shuttle was 1990. Remember that, the old-fashioned, like the Red Tower space shuttle?
Yep.
And I think I got the Rescue Base in 1991. What did I get in 92? And I was about ready to see what I got. And then it was so fuzzy that I couldn't tell. It was just too bad. Like the footage was just like, it's so old and unreliable. There's ant races all over it. And he's like looking at my sister. I have 4 older sisters, guys, okay? And he's like looking at all the girls and what they got. I'm like, I don't care what they got. All their stuff is long gone, but my Lego is in my basement right now. You know, I want to see what I got. And it was just so hard because he was like going like all over the place really quick, you know?
Well, it's a good thing theirs was captured then, because theirs is lost to history and yours is still there.
But still, do you guys want to see that footage? I'll have to figure out a way to put. Oh,
You
and
can
one of
I
them.
can put it right here. People can watch
And
what
one
you're
of them.
talking about.
Oh, I saw my city in 1991.
Oh, really?
He went up to my room. It was 3 boys' room. It was all of us sharing a room.
Now,
3
this
boys.
is pre-Club X.
Yes, there was no Club X. All right, but I had it on a platform, and I had my airport shuttle going all the way around it, and it had what did it have? It had the space shuttle. It had a police, the pier police. I think it had one of the coastal rescue bases, or the coastal international seaports. One of those. I can't remember. But I was like, oh my goodness, there it is. And my brother Aaron is there. He's the one that inspired the Shmoo Tower. Passed away, many years ago. So he's there. Looks just like me, but with red hair. And it was really cool. I'm like, there it is, my city. I found footage of it from 1991. How long ago was that? My goodness.
You don't want to think about that.
I don't want to think about that.
You don't wanna
do the
think about
math. Don't do the math. Don't do the math. But it was really cool to see that history. And so I was just going to my birthdays and Christmas. Like it was always Lego. Always Lego, guys. What a great childhood, right? Anyway, thanks, Mom and Dad. You're great. But man, some of those, it's like, what did I get? Oh no, it's gone. I don't want to see my Cabbage Patch dolls to my sisters and stuff like that.
Well, that's like
anyway.
that video I uploaded, last week. I had the old catalog I'd found.
Oh yeah,
But I found those 2 pictures of my
Yeah.
son's Christmas haul.
right. That was
So
cool.
It wasn't video, but
that
it was
was
pictures.
no, that
and I
was
was
cool.
like,
I was
oh,
like, wow, there it
look
is.
at those Indiana Jones sets.
But
Do you know
good
what those
job.
are worth now?
Good
If you
job
weren't
taking a
open?
picture. Yes. Oh man.
And the
Yeah.
castle. It's like, oh, I have all 3 of those still. So
Yep.
It's cool.
The last Christmas that was on there, I think was 96 or 97. But I got the giant truck, that Model Team giant
yeah.
truck. I was like, oh, I sold that. Now it's somewhere in South Korea now. So anyway,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's crazy.
We'll be getting that back.
Won't be getting that one back anytime soon, but it's all good. So there you go. There's a little Christmas story. And I'll
Now
have
that
to
we're
find
past
footage.
Christmas.
Now that we're past Christmas. And hey, you know what? This is we have a leap year. It's a leap year.
That is true.
Yeah, 2024.
That is true.
So whatever that means to you, there's an extra day for you to go shopping for Lego.
Just what Lego wants.
I wonder if doing those early releases for Like, okay,
Like
so
the modular.
yeah, especially the modular. If that really helped them out, getting into the.
I'm gonna
into the
say
black.
it depends on the time frame you look at. Probably helped them in December.
Absolutely, no
Probably
doubt.
hurts them in January.
Yes. Yeah, you're not wrong.
But that's January's problem.
Yeah. Do we want to talk about new sets coming out, or is there anything of,
so
interest coming out?
There's a few things.
Okay.
There's the space sets that you reviewed.
You know what?
We did get a sneak preview on the live stream.
Right,
we
we did.
We didn't talk about the live stream.
We didn't.
What'd you think about the live stream? How was your live stream? Your first YouTube live stream experience.
Yes, officially on your channel. So I guess it's not really mine, but it was cool. It was fun. I liked that people tuned in. I was surprised because I really didn't think anybody would, but we did pretty good with advertising it a day in advance.
Yeah.
So I put that in my post. Hey, everybody, this is going to happen at this time, and true to our word, we did it, and it went a lot longer than I thought.
I was thinking it was going to be like 15 minutes. I'll be in and out.
Yeah.
My wife's like, no, you won't.
She
knows you better than me.
Should have known better. Yeah. But no, it was a good experience.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was
Did you have a good
interesting
time?
getting that instant feedback from people.
Yeah, that was pretty
That
cool.
was definitely different. Having her tell us what we got to say.
We have to have a moderator, or at least some sort of screen that shows them coming in so we can react to you guys immediately. It would be a little bit easier that we don't stress out time.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, at least one of us would have to be dedicated I don't know. I don't know that I'd want to do it like every week on that format because I think it would be too easy to get sidetracked. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Plus, we'd miss out on those commercials.
Yeah, I just want to miss out on commercials. It's the best part, right? When we all go to the very end of breaking news just to see what we came up with. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of commercials and breaking news, had a little snafu with the last episode. Do we want to talk about that?
I guess we can, if you feel like it's newsworthy.
I don't know, just so you guys know what happened. So I got the video all together, had it rendered.
Ready to go.
The problem is, on that one, because I got busy with Christmas and the live stream and everything else, I didn't edit it until Monday. So I was editing it after, and I got it all done. And I uploaded it at like 1 in the morning. I didn't check it. I was just like, okay, there it goes.
There you go.
So it starts playing, and my wife, she watched it as soon as it came down, and
It's a good thing
like
she did that,
54
too.
minutes in, she comes down and says, your video just cut out. I'm like, what?
So it's still the full length of the recording?
No, because it was like an hour and 12 minutes. It just all of a sudden cut out the last 15 or 20 minutes.
Just abruptly, huh?
Yeah, that's what she said. She's like, you guys were just like mid-thought. Like, what? And then I go and look, and sure enough, it wasn't the same length. So I marked it private, re-rendered it. That's when you saw the, please stand
Yeah,
by
I had no idea
post.
because I was working and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's up. And I watched it at about noon. So it'd been 2 hours already.
Yeah.
But it's like, there's not very many. It's like 14 to 18 views, something like that. I was like,
Yeah.
no, it's not going anywhere. It needs the Alex post on it.
That's because it had been up about 5 minutes
Yeah,
when
that
we
was
started
it.
watching it.
Yeah, funny.
So there was a bit of a scramble. And because I sent him a text. I'm like, I've had a rough morning at the Bricky News studio.
I was like, what happened? What's going
He's
on?
like, what's going on? I'm like,
Everything's fine with me.
Yeah, it was not fine. Anyways,
No.
irregardless,
know.
so it worked out. But there were a couple of comments. We did lose those. Sorry.
Re-comment.
Yeah.
you
Well,
were-
Jabbo
Those
did.
are-
He recommented. He's like, where'd my comment go?
Yeah. Our most loyal fans who watch it right away, they got theirs lost. So sorry about that. But thanks for being so loyal and watching right when it posts.
Thank you for bearing with us.
Thank you for bearing with us in our many. His. I don't know. That was pretty stressful though. 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the late. I mean, I've stayed up late working on it, but never Monday. And it's a good thing it wasn't yours. Because I would have, I don't know how
we wouldn't have been able to do much about that.
that-
I would have been like, oh, what do I do? Just mark it private and get it
anyways.
reload later in the week. But I don't think I've had mistakes, and I'm trying to think if I had to do a repost on. So I probably have. There's only one that comes to mind. It was one of my
Well, I know you had one you had to unpost. That's a different thing.
unpost. Oh yeah, we don't talk
That would be
about
last
that.
January, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that was about a year or so ago. Whoopsie. Anyway.
Because I was like, where is that video? I just saw it. Where did it
Like,
go?
whoops, here's the teaser. There we go. That's better. Anyway, no, it was the one. It was a few years ago. It was a complete overview, and I posted it, but I realized I uploaded it in just 1080, and I had recently got a 4K camera, and the difference you notice the difference in quality and clarity in the video, and I don't like that, and it got it to like 10,000 views pretty quick. And I took it down and I reposted it. And I had some comments like, "What are you doing, man? You trying to get more views or whatever?" And I'm like, "No, I just wanted to have the best."
You probably end up getting less views.
It did okay. I mean, this is when like the complete overviews generally do pretty well. Okay. But in the heyday of my channel, they did really well. And that was kind of like towards the downward spiral of my heyday. I don't know what you want to call it.
That was it. People got sick of you.
That was it. That was the moment. That was the moment.
Like, I'm out of here.
Bait and switch. I'm out of here. Unsubscribe.
No, they stayed subscribed. They just don't watch.
They don't. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, that's basically what's going on there. So, but anyway, no, yeah.
So getting back to stuff going on, you had the space sets.
Space.
I think those are pretty good. I don't think they were bad.
No, the sets were good. I was impressed. I've had some great feedback. A lot of people seem to really like these. It's kind of resonating with Lego fans out there because a lot of comments that I've seen come in on them are like, I was gonna just pass these up, but after watching the review, these actually look really cool, and I want to get all of them. And I don't think I've seen this much of a positive reaction from the Lego community on any city sets ever, really. Or any set in general. It's been very positive. I mean, there's some people like, this is cool, but I'm going to pass, which whatever is fine. Yep. But for the most part, they're visually appealing. They have great minifigs. The prices aren't too terrible with them either. I think there's some reasonable price tags in there. And there was somebody that made a comment, and I totally agree with this, that there's a drawback. They don't have the flagship. There's no flagship. There's no big. I think it's kind of like that modular space station is supposed to be it.
Space station.
And there's that star interstellar whatever ship. So I think that's what's missing in that. If they had another ship that was like a flagship, a big ship that could attach like kind of like the space station, maybe that's where they missed it. But I was like, oh yeah, there's usually like a big flagship because you think of Mtron, the Megator Magnetizer was it, Blacktron, the it's not the Spectral Starguider. What was it? It was the two-pod one. I can't remember the name of it now, darn it. But they all have their big mother ship, flagship, but they don't have it with this one. But regardless, it's still a great series. What is there, like 6, 7 sets? There's 7 sets in it?
There's finally a mech I like.
Yeah, not a bad mech. Not a bad mech. It has a
that's
purpose,
the one that makes
not,
sense. The
yeah,
others,
it's not just like throwing in here just for playability.
Oh,
but
Luke Skywalker needs a mech.
Yeah, right. Darth Vader needs a mech. Palpatine.
You get a mech, and you get a mech.
Everybody gets a mech. Jeez. No, they were really good. But what else was going on? The fire sets. Those came late. Lego wasn't able to ship those, so I haven't been able to get my review out. But I was doing the recording before I came over here, and mostly good. But the fire station...
The station looks different than what we've gotten in the past.
It's got issues. Let's just say it's got issues. Okay. And I you know me, I try to stay positive, but like I'm honest in my reviews. I try to be as honest as I can, and I'm trying not to be too mean about it, but I was like, I cannot recommend this. You'll have to see the video and see why I don't recommend it. Visually, it looks fine, but there are there's 2 big issues with it that I would say, like, I do not recommend this. But the other ones are good. The airplane is fantastic. I think that's my favorite, easily, out of all the sets. But yeah, I didn't build them all. My nephews did. So as far as the build experience, I can't really speak to that. But other than that, they're all right. They're all right. So that's the new stuff besides the big stuff that came out earlier.
Well, there is another release. Well, I don't know if you want to say release, but at least we've gotten a sneak peek of a future release.
Oh man, yeah.
You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, this is the rocket,
space?
right? Is it?
No. The space CMF.
So
the new CMF is people are finding them at Walmart and different places. What is it, 25 that just came out?
Is it 25?
The one with the goat.
The goat.
The goat CMF. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's really what people want.
That's what they want, yeah.
The next one, I think it's the next one, is going to be the Spaceman.
Yeah, we saw that.
So that has come out. You can go out and find those pictures. Mm-hmm. We won't put the pictures on because it's on your channel. So sorry.
Thanks.
You can go find them. Why don't we get you in trouble? We'll talk about that in a little
We'll
bit.
talk about that too. Yeah.
What do you think about him?
I'm-
I will tell you, his
saw-
initial reaction was, "This is disappointing."
Let me pull that image up really quick, because it was in our conversation with the A-Fool podcast,
Yes.
right? And
So this is my initial response. I looked at them because I was thinking they were going to try to go more towards the vintage space.
yes, which would have been smart.
And the only thing that's
made us
vintage
happy.
space in there is they have the pink baby. Everything else is pretty horrible. There's like a tourist alien. There's like a guy. They're just bad.
These are quite awful. The only ones that it's almost like they took the classic, like there's an M-Tron, a Blacktron, and an Ice Planet dude in here, and it's almost like your baby sister.
Didn't they do like an
got a hold of 'em.
insectoids type guy in there?
Is that
I
what that's
think?
supposed
I think
to
there's
be?
one of those. It's basically they took all of those space themes after classic space and kind of tried to make something out of them, is how it felt to me. Because there's even like the guy that looks like the NASA, kind of the traditional.
Yeah,
that one
that
there.
one right there. Yeah.
Uh,
But it has the space branding the same as like the boxes that I got, and I don't know, maybe they'll appeal to some people, but I
I'm not
think
those
it was a big swing and a miss, and you know what, it's going to save me money, because if they did like the classic space, and if they did your classic M-Tron, Blacktron, Space Police 1, those kind of guys, we would go crazy for them. We really would. But they tried to just take them, and it almost looks like I was going to say, like my baby sister got a hold of them and just did her own thing with them, rearranged all their equipment and made them look silly, is what it did. So I don't know.
Even if they had gone and I think of like the 80s and very early 90s. That's kind of what I think of, and I know a lot of people, the A-Fools, those are the classic space period I think they think of as well.
Yeah.
So people like us,
We're not the
what
target
we would be
market, apparently.
Well, clearly not. But if they were to take the classic space guy and make it in a brand new color, people would go nuts for it.
Oh my gosh.
There was the generation right after that had like a kind of a split suit. It was like half white and blue. I remember that. I think I have one in the case. Anyways, you do something like that in some different colors that haven't been offered. That's the stuff people would go nuts for.
Yeah, they would.
You can still have an alien tourist in there. That's fine. But, some of them are okay. Like that one's not bad. It's kind of funny. But some of them I'm like,
It's not bad.
nah, it's the wrong series.
I know. I couldn't help myself.
I know.
I'm a dad. I guess a dad joke. Come on.
So I think it's probably bad. I guess I don't know. We'll see it. Maybe it'll be better than I think, but I don't think so.
No, it's a pretty good photo of him. Like it's a high res.
It looks like
photo,
it's the
and
actual
it's-
flyer that's going to come in there. So
Yeah, but no, it was a swing and a miss in my book. So
Me too.
I won't have any problem missing those.
yeah.
So there you
okay.
go. All right.
So we got that.
There's that news.
Is there any other sets that have come out recently?
Recently, we
Anything
already
announced?
No, everything was back in November.
Yeah.
Announced.
I know there's the Harry Potter hat, the talking hat. Did you see that one?
I think I've seen that. I'm not sure.
My wife
what?
said it looks great. I think it looks bad. So I don't know. Any Harry Potter stuff she likes, I hate. Is kind of, I guess, what I've decided. The hat that says,
Yeah.
this feels like a Slytherin.
I like how like some little kids get up there and it's like Hufflepuff, and it's like really quick. Harry Potter gets up there, it's like 5 minutes of debate. Are you sure you don't want to go to Slytherin? No, I don't want to go to Slytherin. Come on, you would be great. No, I don't want to go to Slytherin. No, I don't want. Well, come on, you would have a great future there. I don't want to go. I want to go to. Anyway, sorry. I'm like, all right, can we move along here? We already know where he's going to end up.
Are you trying to find the picture?
I was trying to
Well, you
find
need to quit talking and look if you're not.
No, I'm sorry. I don't know what I was trying to do. I was trying to go to the LAN and look at something.
Oh, I thought you were trying to find a
And-
picture of it.
No, I don't really care to look at that,
Well,
honestly.
now I got to show you.
Well, yeah,
I'm
okay.
going to force you to look at it.
I got a new phone, and I thought I got all the apps moved over, and I'm not seeing my LAN icon in here unless it moved it somewhere else.
Did they kick you out?
I got kicked out. Oh, here it is. I found it. Everybody stop looking. I have found it. Yeah, I accept cookies, whatever. All right. Anyway, Oh, there's 68 members online. That's pretty cool. Well, let's
There
take
it
a
is.
look. Tanya wants that.
She thinks it looks cute. I'm like, that's horrible.
That looks like, you know what that looks like is a poop emoji.
It looks like an old grumpy poop emoji.
It really does. It looks like the poop emoji got old.
Get off my lawn!
Lawn, you stinkers. How many pieces is that? 561?
Yes.
How much is that going for? Hold on, let me guess.
I don't know.
I'm going to say 60 to 65 bucks.
I don't know.
That's what I'm going to say. But yeah, that's terrible. I need to sign in for the first verification code. Apparently, I have not logged in with this phone quite yet. All right. And I forgot what I was looking at anyway.
There it
So
is. I don't know. So the sorting hat.
there's the sorting hat. There's that billable Chewbacca. My brother-in-law got that. He's a Chewbacca fan.
Okay. Well, that's
and
not a
he
new
got
one.
that.
That's a
No,
little
it's
older
not,
one.
I guess so.
People,
Well,
they think the butt's weird.
they think the butt's weird.
Have you not seen this?
I have not checked out Chewie's butt.
I don't know. And then people go to the Lego store because they have a big brick-built one. Like, that's a whole thing. People go get their picture in front of the Chewbacca's
Yeah, that's
butt.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Chewie's butt. There you go. No, I don't know if there's anything else going for January. I'd imagine. What's Lego? What's the next big $400, $500 Lego set from Lego? What is it going to be? What are they coming up with next? So we're not going to probably hold on a second. When did the Technic Ferrari SP3 Daytona come out? When did that? Was that 2023, or was that 2022? I want to say.
I wanted.
I think it's an even year. I think they're even years.
I was thinking it was 22.
So they're going to come out with another supercar this year for 2024 is my guess. Probably summer, spring, late spring, early summer. If the timeline continues it, because you had 2016 is when the Porsche 911 GT3 RS came out, and then 2 years later we had the Bugatti.
Yeah.
Then you had the Lamborghini, and then the Ferrari, and now what are we going to get? I'm gonna guess it's a McLaren. McLaren, a Pagani, big Technic, 1/8 scale, baby. That is a must buy. We recently had our survey done for 2024 in the LAN, and gosh darn it, they split up icons. Icons is not one category; it's 3 categories now. So now it's what was it? There's there's icon modulars. There's icons travel and adventure, something like that, or architecture, something like that. So I guess that's like
So like the globe,
Eiffel Tower,
or
maybe,
Eiffel Tower,
things like
stuff
that.
like that.
And then there's icons vehicles.
Okay.
So I'm like, well, what am I gonna do? Because I just did icons before, and that was one category, and I can only choose 5. Now there's 3. So I went with icons modulars, obviously. I got to have the modular, which is only 1 in a year. So I'm like, whatever. I almost said, I don't know.
Go ahead. Let's say it together. Aw, we feel sad for you.
I know, you don't feel on my pain, guys.
Let us
But
all,
that doesn't mean...
Let us all feel sad for Alex not
That
getting
doesn't
more free
mean-
Lego. You're gonna hate me. If we no longer have breaking news after this, you'll know why. Go ahead, continue.
I quit. Where's my badge? Jeez. Anyway, this is great content. Would it be better if I was not
Two
in the
old
LAN?
guys picking on each other.
Anywho, no, it's great. No, what was I going to say? So no, I picked 2 of them, modulars and vehicles. And I think I chose Technic and DC. It was a toss-up between Marvel and DC. But it doesn't mean that you can't get them still. You can say, I wouldn't mind getting these. And you can put as many categories as you want in there. You can also put in, I do not, or it says, do not send me these. And I put in botanical stuff, dreams, friends, and a couple others.
What? Yeah, you should have done that.
What are you talking about?
Should have done botanicals. Could have got the ladies to do a review of it, and people would watch it. They'd be
You're
better
not
than
wrong.
us.
You're not wrong.
I'm just saying.
Generally speaking,
You gotta talk to
you
me about
already
this next
know
time.
this. I get sets that I want. All right, I want these sets because I don't like getting sets that I'm not going to keep. right? Because and don't get me wrong, people like in my family love it, like little kids, like
I was gonna say he doesn't like making little kids happy. That's really what it comes down to. You heard it here. Just make a sound bite so the A-Fool guys can use it.
Oh my goodness, they are really using that clip, aren't they? Every single episode.
Well, what are you making doing? I like Lego.
I love Lego. Use that one, Joey. Man, he's just like pushes a button and I come up
How
there.
dare they use our audio
like-
against us?
I know. Who does that?
Like the question said in the A-Fool podcast, only YouTube hacks do that.
Indeed, you're not wrong. Anyway, no, it's good. But I didn't do city as one of my main preferences. I put that, I wouldn't mind getting it. But you know what, though? I noticed that not a lot of other land members do that. Do the city sets, yeah. So it's kind of an opportunity to get something that not others have. But besides that, doing something, I've been trying, if you guys haven't noticed yet, if you've been watching my recent reviews, I've been trying to shake it up a little bit, taking advice from you guys about the LAN and reviews on the LAN about those sets being a little different, not like every other person just like, here's this.
Here's the box.
Here's the box.
It's got the museum.
And this is what's inside of it, but what can you do to make it more unique? So I got really nerdy in my space set review. We got dressed up.
I know, I was laughing
in
at
our
the
Star
intro.
Trek uniforms, and Mindy did too, and she was flashing the sign of live long and prosper, peace and long life, and we had a good time with it. I think that was one of the very, very few videos that I started out with that without saying, "What's up, Lego fans?"
You should have done that in Captain Kirk's voice.
What's up, Lego fans, and welcome to another review. In this video, we're going to be reviewing these amazing space Lego sets. Yeah, there you go. You knew it was going to happen sooner or later, right, guys? So, but yeah, anyway, I got
Some
off
people
topic.
have sent some recommendations. I don't know if you saw them about what you should do. Well, they'll come up probably next week in the Ask Alex segment.
Oh, fantastic. I look forward to
we'll
that.
talk about
Thank
those.
you for that. So look forward to your questions.
So a couple other things. Someone did send a question, but I'm going to do it. We're going to answer it this week because I think it's...
We're breaking protocol here.
Well, this one is, I think, kind of specific to this episode. It makes a lot of sense because it's the first of the year,
All right.
New Year's resolutions, that kind of thing.
All right.
So Brick Artisan,
Hey, Brick
Kim
Artisan. What's up,
Plata,
man?
sent us
Always love hearing
a
from him.
comment. Said, another fun video. I don't remember which one. Might have.
They're
I
all
don't know.
fun, right, Kim?
For the next Ask the Bricking Newscasters. That name's not sticking,
There you
by
go.
the way.
It's got a good ring to it, Kim. I like it.
What would you do
For a
differently?
Klondike bar. Sorry.
Let me read this. What would you do differently for the Lego hobby or for the Bricking News videos for 2024 that you didn't do last year? So the way I read this is, what is your New Year's resolution, whether it's for Lego and the podcast?
Oh, that's putting me on the spot.
All right,
man.
I have one.
Oh,
and you
good. I'm
tell me
glad
what
you
you
have
think
one.
about this. For the podcast, I think we should make a resolution. We are going to try to get these in an hour. That's why I have a clock set up over there.
Oh boy, we're cutting it close. An
No,
hour?
we're good. Yeah.
Why,
Well,
are you
we
guys
were around that.
sitting there just like, oh my gosh,
we
this
keep-
is so boring. I
Well,
wish they'd leave it
probably
under an
depends on
hour.
the topic.
Yeah,
Some
I
of
guess
them,
you're not
some of
wrong,
them we
yeah.
don't have a hard time. Like community commentary, we generally don't get to the hour. We're getting in the 40s, but those are different, and they take a different. It's
Yeah.
different to make those. This is
Sure.
just we sit down and we ramble on for a little
So
while.
our New Year's resolution, in your opinion, is that we need to trim the fat.
We're gonna try to be concise and only have the good stuff. No filler here.
That's your wish list, right?
Just well,
No, that's a good one.
resolutions are made to be broken.
Do we need to have a more
don't
serious tone on Breaking News? Tonight on Breaking News, several Lego people lost their lives when a train derailed. Oh my gosh, a train derailed it. I was running the Orient Express for a little kid he's like 6 or 7 years old, and I was like, oh yeah, let's get the Orient Express going. It's going. It goes behind the Schmee Tower. I'm like, it's come back around, and all of a sudden here's that horrible sound that we know all so well when it starts derailing. And I'm like, ooh ah, and then all of a sudden. But it's still going because the tender's got the 9 volts on it. So it basically pushed the engine, the steam engine off, and it fell down and broke into a lot of pieces. I haven't fixed it.
Did it fall off the table?
It fell off the table. Yeah, I have not assessed the damage because I was still entertaining guests. So I was like, oh, there it is. I'll get to it later. And I did not get to it yet. So it's lying there in pieces on the floor. Thank goodness it's not like a hard floor. It's got a relatively soft landing. But hopefully my Orient Express steam engine is okay. So there's some breaking news for you guys right there.
There you go.
It's been a while since I've had an engine fall off. I think I did have a casualty with the Horizon Express. That flew off the table one time. It was when I had it, I don't know why, but it just went off, that's where the track ended, like the main track. So it just went Back to the Future style.
Oh, just...
And it broke the it did break a bogie on one of those 4x6 bogies, but it also broke the hole that you put it into. So it didn't break it; it loosened it up so much that if you lift up that cart,
the wheel comes up.
The wheel just stays on the floor. You're like,
yeah,
it's never the same. Anyway, I got off on a anyway.
Okay.
So sorry, Kim. Your
We're running
question
out of
is, I'm going to stop sharing stories like that
No,
because I just talk about whatever pops in my little brain.
it's all right.
It's all good. All right.
I don't know. Do you have any any ideas of what you would do differently in the hobby or with the
hobby?
videos?
Gosh, geez, man, I don't know. I think I don't know. I thought about that far ahead. I don't do New Year's resolutions, man, because I never keep them. I am a creature of habit. I will continue to collect Lego to the best of my ability. My New Year's resolution for January is to get the Venator. And Rivendell, and maybe Green Gots. I don't know. That's kind of like my maybe. I'm on the fence on that one. But this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. They're going to come out with something that I want that's expensive, and it's going to put something else that I want on the back burner. Even further. It's just how it goes. A vicious cycle, man. So hopefully
you need to follow your own advice, and whichever's going to retire first, you got to get.
Oh,
if you
I'm
want
not following that advice at all.
Well, that's why I'm reminding you.
No, it's a great question. I do not have an answer because I really haven't given it any thought. Because I just kind of I'm going to keep doing what I've done for the last decade, 2 decades, whatever, and keep building Lego, trying to reorganize my city, make it better.
There is something. Because you just talked about this.
Oh, I
You're
did.
trying to do different things in your videos, you said.
Yeah.
So
I
there
am.
you go.
Well,
that could be your thing you're trying to do.
Well, here's the thing: is as a YouTuber, you are a content creator. Emphasis on the creator. You have to be able to create something that entices people to watch you, not just click on the video, but remain watching you through the entirety of the video. So it has to be something that is engaging, entertaining, educational, and that's what I want to do better on. I don't want to just be like this talking head that says, here's this Lego set, here's how many pieces it has, how much it costs, it's okay, do I recommend it, yes or no, blah, blah, blah. But have fun with it, do the more interaction with it, depending on what kind of set it is, right? And I kind of pushed that on me with the Polaroid. That Polaroid review, I just want you guys to know, you already know this, but we went out, Mindy and I did, freezing our butts off outside. It was so bitter cold, below freezing, and we do this whole bit, taking pictures, but we film it. I get back, and the audio is just awful. Like, it wasn't recording through the mics. It was recording through my phone, and it was breezy. So it was like, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
We've got to reshoot this. And Mindy, bless your heart, thank you so much for being so supportive, because she went out there the very next day.
Act like she's watching.
Still bitterly cold. I'll tell her to watch this one, because I'll say, go to like about, what are we on?
53 minutes.
53 minutes. So go to 53 minutes, and I say something nice about you. But she went out there with a great attitude. She's like, yeah, of course, let's do it. Went out there, and there was a park there, so the kids were having fun too. Yeah. And we reshot it, and it was perfect. So I was like, thank goodness it didn't screw it up again. So that's the bummer about going out, being adventurous, is that you get back and maybe it didn't work out. Maybe the audio was messed up, and it was not usable. It would have been a horrible review to do it that way. But
well,
anyway,
and that's the point, right? You've got to
the
keep it
scenes.
Interesting and fresh, And sometimes you do things and it doesn't work out, but other times it does.
It's so competitive now. Yeah. And you know this. You got kind of into the YouTubing of Lego, like a year or so ago?
Yeah, almost a year and a half.
And that's a hard
That's late in the
time
game.
to get into it. I was very fortunate to get into it when I did because there was not very many, and not many that had a city like mine. So that was the barrier to entry for me was relatively small. But keeping it going is really difficult, really hard, because there is so much competition. The younger generation, man, they are good with the technology. They are good with short form videos. I don't care to do short form. I like my longer videos. That's just kind of what I do.
Well, it has to be something you want to do. Like,
Yes.
it gets, you have to have these times where you're like, I don't want to make this video, or, you know, whatever it is. You know, like, I'm sure when you don't have to say this, but when they sent you the sunsets, you weren't like, yeah, woo! Like, that didn't do it for you, right?
No, it did not.
And so it's,
Yeah.
because if you're not excited, it comes across in the video.
Yes.
And people don't want to watch it.
Right.
You know, because, you know, I started doing reviews. I didn't do reviews for a long time. And then I said, okay, I'm going to do a weekly review on sets, which my wife thinks I won't be able to do because she's like, that's 52 sets a year. I'm like, yeah, I'll figure it out.
True.
But I'm like, good job on math. That's what we do on Lego.
Did you know that there are 52 weeks in a year and it's a leap year?
So have you noticed what I've started doing on my reviews? There's something I started adding about 3 weeks ago.
I think it's pretty funny, and I love that you're doing it, and I'm actually jealous that you're doing it because it's a great idea.
Just you wait,
because I would be a total copycat if I'm like, that is brilliant.
They are going to get more and more ridiculous.
Oh no!
I already have some more.
Oh no!
So that's the one thing you can watch for. You get to. I do a lifestyle type photo.
This is hysterical.
So, anyways,
that's great. I look forward to that. That'll be
when
my
I did
favorite.
the ice skating, did you notice I went to the ice skating rink and took a picture of it? There you go. That one didn't work as well, but anyway.
No, those
right.
are good.
We have a couple minutes left if we're going to try to stay under. And, I mean, we should at least try to do it once.
Thanks for your feedback.
Do you
Kim.
think? Well, I don't think he told us.
Well,
to go
no,
shorter,
he was.
But
He planted the seed. That's for
there
sure.
is one other recent thing. We teased it a little bit earlier. Rogue Land members. Do we want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah, we can.
So there is an issue. Do you want me to? I'll just
go ahead.
quickly recap. So there was an issue with one of the bigger Lego YouTubers who's in LAN that had done a video, and evidently there was another set on the table, and for like half a second it was in the video, and people screenshotted half of this build because that's all it was.
Yeah.
And it's true because I saw it. And I think part of the problem is he had blocked it out in the rest of the video, so people started looking like, what's over there?
Yeah.
And I wonder if it wasn't blocked out or, you know, if he'd cropped it differently. Anyways, so he was given a punishment.
Yeah, I think
He's suspended for 6 months,
6
right?
months. Yeah, which means you don't have any support.
You don't get
from
any
the
sets.
land.
You're basically just there alone
All
with your
alone,
Lego.
yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. What do you think about it?
I think it's a little harsh, man. I don't know, because he was invited out there, and you got to know that they're content creators. They're going to do videos, and then you have this set there that shouldn't be in videos. Get it out of the way. Don't even make it. Don't even put it there. It's cool that they can see it, but all right, we're going to do. And they got to see their cameras are out.
Yeah.
You know.
And if they want to show them those sets, be
and-
like, this is another room. You can't see these.
And you know, and we always we hate leaks, right? As LAN members, because that kind of spoils the surprise. So when our content comes out, and he's one that really benefits from that because he does reviews, he does get the views, really really good, right? And rightly so. I think he's good. But the punishment, man, I don't know if I agree with that because that's like I could have got that too.
I was wondering
you know?
about that
and I don't
we
know
talked
if
about
it's-
your jazz club where you played that.
Yeah, and it had about 500 or 600 views before I realized like, oh, I'm getting a lot of comments about it, because like I was.
Is it because like the photos had already leaked of it, maybe, that it wasn't?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
it's
know.
Interesting.
But it doesn't
Because we've seen
matter
this recently. It happened with the Braille bricks. We saw that. Someone got the same kind of punishment.
Yeah, it's really rough because and we did a survey too, and I shared my thoughts about getting more information to the ambassadors about all the details about this set, right? And being very clear on, okay, everything in here, here's the details of it, instead of just a very vague email of saying, here is when it's going to be released and here's the embargo.
Yeah.
And that's all we have. So I'm like, we need more information from you guys.
Especially for the gifts with purchase. I notice
I really laid
everyone
into
in
it on
LAN
that
is
one.
like, this is coming out. I think it'll
Yeah.
be, and I think
that
they're probably taking information from a leaker.
Yeah.
Because the leakers really have that. Well, this is going to be available from this time, and it's
I
150
even said
bucks.
that. I said that in my survey because they want to know, is there anything else you want to add? I'm like, yeah, there is actually. And I laid into them, not laid into them, I wasn't mean. I just said, hey, here's my frustration is that you send us these sets, and in my reviews, I want to tell them how many pieces it has. I want to tell them how much it costs. I don't know how much that is. I look up leaks. I'm looking up leaks. I know you guys don't want LAN members looking up leaks, do
Call
you?
me, I'll tell you.
There you go, action news. So, and then with the GWPs, I'm like, especially with gift purchases, like what's the threshold? People want to know that. They don't want to say like, well, that's cool. It's a cool little or
It doesn't make sense to me because they send it to you to entice people to go out and buy stuff, and you can't tell them how they can get it.
Right. And
Lego's going to have it come out at some point in the next, I don't know, whatever, and it'll be who knows how much.
Yeah, and then I
Go
tell
to the
them,
Lego
like,
store.
and then the press release is the day before. We got our content ready to go before then.
Yeah.
We have to if we want to be ahead of the game.
Yeah.
So something's got to give there. So hopefully, with some new management that they have now that was added in 2023, they actually listen to us and make those changes because they want to beef it up. They want to beef up the LAN and add a lot of new ambassadors on the what am I trying to say? The creator side, right? Not the lug side. So anyway, I also I was a little selfish in my survey. I also said I want I want the RLFMs and RLOCs to get those are my people like us, not the lugs, because the lugs get lug bulk.
Yes, they do.
We don't get lug bulk. We don't get pieces. I mean, I could join the lug and do that. There's nothing stopping me from doing that.
No, there's not.
I don't know why. It just
You're too lazy. That's what you told me.
Sure, and I guess that's still the case. Irregardless, I said. Oh, and by the way, we get support too. We can request support, but it's in the form of Lego sets. So we can request sets, not endless sets, not endless requests, right? They're managed, they're very limited. So when we do request it, we want to make sure it's the biggest bang for our buck. I don't know how we're not paying for it.
Yeah.
It's just support. But I said it'd be great if content creators could also get pieces at a discount if we wanted to create something for a show. Or a con, or create on our channels, would be really cool if we got that kind of support. Probably nothing will happen from it, but I threw it out there. There you go.
All right. Well, our time is up. We're over.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, there you go. That okay, man. I feel like we're just that's it. Bam, you're done. Like people are like, oh, cut.
I don't know.
No, there's
Maybe
some
that
good,
won't work.
there's
I
some
don't
good news. We had a lot of LAN news in there.
Yeah, we did.
Some drama. It's unfortunate, man. I don't know. I think that's kind of. I thought when and it's no like Duck Bricks when he did his accidental like that's kind of messed up. Like I don't know, like because it's not like this black and white thing. They have a panel. They talk it out. They can say like, "What's your history like? Have you done this before? What are the
Well, he was
circumstances?"
brand new.
Well, I maybe that's true. Yeah, it is.
Because I think it was like one of his first hauls that they had sent.
But that's like my deal is get us better information.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not trying to smack the LAN. It's still developing. There's a lot of things to still figure out. There's not a lot of people there, and there's a lot of people in the LAN. And it's only growing. So I think the infrastructure is improving. It's not where I think they need it to be, really. But unfortunately, with these two ambassadors, they kind of got the short end of the stick on that deal. It's unfortunate because I don't really agree with that. And you look at their content; they're great content creators. They do great things for Lego, for the company. I'm sure. So I think that's a little harsh. Because I mean, I could have got buzzed for it for my Jazz Club review. Wow. So I'm glad I didn't. But irregardless, it's life. That's how it goes. Some things fair. So most of life is not fair.
That is true.
That's just the way it is.
Nope.
Just learn. I heard that from Jimmy, my son, every day. Like, why is life so hard? I don't know. It just is.
Like a bad news, Jimmy. It's only going to get harder.
Yes, but my words of encouragement, and maybe you guys need to hear this too, is that yes, life gets harder, but you get tougher.
You get harder too.
You get harder too. You level up. I told them you level up. So as life gets harder, you're leveling up right along with it. In fact, you're leveling up ahead of it. So that's why when you become an adult, you can handle it because you know how to. You've had experience
Yeah.
leveling up your game, and you're ready to go. So, anyway, there you go. There's your words of advice for life and everything, especially when it comes to collecting Lego, because you got to put in the work first. Because I couldn't afford the Lego that I get now when I was in my 20s. I was making peanuts. I mean, I guess
I think that's
I
most.
could still say I'm making peanuts,
That's
but
most
comparatively.
most adults that collect Lego. Because
You know, we got our vices.
Christmas was your day when you would get them. Like
Yes.
your birthday, Christmas.
That is true.
That was it.
One more thing I will say, and I know we're over an hour, but let me just throw this in there. One thing that is awesome, and friends of AFOS love this about us. We are so easy to shop for.
No, you didn't get Lego, and neither did I. What are you talking about?
I
don't
hold,
think that's
hold on,
true.
time out. I actually did. So my brother-in-law, he got me a bunch of custom minifigures for Christmas.
really?
Yeah, and it was the coolest thing. He got me Beetlejuice.
Oh, cool.
He got me Freddy Krueger. He got me another Sally and Skeleton Jack.
Now, are these the ones that Lego made, or
No, they're custom. They come from Holy Bricks, I think is what they're called. So they're all custom prints. They're not Lego. They're not real Lego. However, he did give me a gift card to the Lego store.
There you go.
There you go, baby. Bam. So we are easy to shop for. So people that are like not our spouses or significant others or even our immediate family, but like those that know us, like maybe at work, they could come in with this cool little $10 Lego set, and we'll love it.
Yep.
We would love it. Absolutely. Yep. So there you go. Okay, I think I'm done now.
Okay. All right. Well, now what?
What is it we usually do at the end of our videos?
We want to thank
Today's sponsor.
Hey, I'm Batman. It's a new year. Usually that means you get a gym membership, and I'll use it for a few days in January. But not this time. That's because you're gonna go to the Shmew Tower, go to the second floor, and get a membership to the Bat Gym. Need to do some cardio? Then check out the Bat Treadmills, patent pending. Pump iron with our huge selection of dumbbells. You can do dips, pull-ups, bench press, you name it, we got it. We even have a climbing wall. Not sure what your workout goals are? Then you can just come in and wing it. That's a bat pun. So what are you waiting for? Get in and register today and get a picture of a life-size Batman. And if you're lucky, you might see me getting my reps in. And remember, don't skip leg day. So I'll see you at the Bat Gym.